Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for kicking your week off here with us. I'm LeAnn Wallace in for Todd Boatwright. We'll have much more on the stories we're following for you today. But first, let's get a look at the forecast. And Emily, no real surprise to most of us, but it looks like we are in for another hot one today. A Northside daycare went up in flames this morning. Children were evacuated from the Bright Kids Daycare and Learning Center. Let's bring in our Elise Underwood now, who is out where those kids were bused to after they were evacuated. And Elise, I'm sure there were some emotional moments, right? I mean, the kids, they might think, hey, not a big deal, but parents, obviously probably pretty concerned. Good Friday morning. I'm LeAnn Wallace, back with you in the Spectrum News Traffic Center. The good news is we made it to Friday. That always comes with kind of a good feeling, right? The bad news is Mopac is already backed up this morning. I'm LeAnn Wallace, back with you in the Spectrum News Traffic Center on this Tuesday morning. Good morning, Burton. I don't know about you, but I'm certainly feeling the effects still of that full moon, if you believe in that sort of thing. You know, not too many folks on the road at this hour this morning, but there are a couple incidents. Well, no relief in the form of congestion, Burton. Here's a live look at I-35. President Trump is taking a swipe at Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. The president vented his frustrations with McConnell on Twitter for not getting a health care bill passed. He wrote that it's been 7 years of touting repeal and replace, referencing the Affordable Care Act. The president's comments come after McConnell told a crowd in Kentucky that Trump had excessive expectations about how things happen in the democratic process. GOP senators have decided to move on from repealing and replacing Obamacare, at least for now, but the president still wants a plan passed. A new study suggests that the Trump administration's actions on health care are leading to premium increases on individual insurance policies. The analysis from the Kaiser Family Foundation finds that mixed signals from President Trump have created uncertainty. Insurers will now find higher premium increases for 2018. The study looked at proposed premiums for one benchmark silver plan across major metropolitan areas in 20 states and Washington, D.C. Overall, they found that 15 of those cities will see increases of 10% or more. The report comes after Republicans failed to repeal and replace Obamacare. 70% of Americans believe investigators should be allowed to look at President Trump's finances. That's according to a new CNN poll. The poll suggests Americans want President Trump's finances to be part of the federal probe into Russia's meddling in last year's election. 60% of those surveyed believe the Russia investigation is a serious matter, while 38% think the probe is an effort to discredit the president. As for how the president is handling the investigation, 59% of those polled say they disapprove, compared to 31% who approve. And while Trump has been critical of Attorney General Jeff Sessions' decision to recuse himself from the investigation, most Americans think Sessions did the right thing. Hillary Clinton's emails are once again back in the spotlight. A federal judge ordered the State Department to search its own servers for additional emails the former Secretary of State wrote about the 2012 attack on U.S. government facilities in Benghazi. The judge is asking the State Department to search for emails sent by or received to 3 former Clinton top aides, Huma Abedin, Cheryl Mills, and Jake Sullivan. The conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch made the requests, claiming that the State Department made no efforts to search its own systems. But the organization argued that nothing relevant would likely be found. 30,000 emails were already turned over in regards to the investigation. They include emails found in the FBI's search of Clinton's private email server.